morning, guys. It's your host Moloko from Market Makers Secret. So for today, I just want to show you this quick video. I decided to make this quick video to show you these two potential setups on the JPY index and the NZD index. Remember, whatever that we see on the JPY index, it simply means that whatever that is going to be trading against the JPY is going to be very strong. You understand? This is the setup here. We're expecting a pin to the upside and then drop. You understand, on the chart. But then this literally means according to the index chart, as you can see here. I just want to clarify this. Because of JPY in this case, it's the secondary currency. The base currency is slide forex. Means the JPY, if ever the chart is going, it's bearish like this. It simply means the JPY it's strong. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands that. Hence, I'm saying right now that we're gonna be buying instead of selling. We're gonna be buying the JPY. But then the opposite is it's what we're seeing on the chart here. So we're gonna be selling here, but in actual fact we'll be buying the Japanese yen. So it's the Japanese yen and also NZD index. So NZD, as you can clearly see, we are expecting a bullish kind of like a stop hunt to the upside. This was the initial high price on Monday. It was established on Monday with the pin on the downside. This is the lowest price of the week and potentially the lowest price of the month. So but then we cannot exclude or ignore the fact that there are multiple correlations with this. There are multiple convergences here on this very area, which is two converging resistance areas, which is the horizontal and the diagonal resistance. So for me, it's a very high probability zone. There's also some kind of a head and shoulder. This area right here being the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. So meaning that we're gonna be selling the NZD, and we're gonna be buying the Japanese yen. But in actual fact, we're gonna be selling. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I just want this to be a quick video. So I'm gonna dive right into our chart. So let me just do that. Okay, there we go. Right now, as you can see, we're looking at my dollar index and at my New Zealand dollar profile. So whatever that we're going to be looking at here, it's only the Australian dollar. So I think I have about 4. I've discussed the setups here in the previous video. So I'm just gonna go through them real quick. As we can clearly see that this move we were expecting, we had drawn the very same thing here yesterday, but then didn't do that. But I can see clearly today that it's coming towards our pending orders. So you should expect these orders to be picked up today during the New York session. I'm not sure whether during the open or later during the session. So it's Euro NZD. We're gonna be buying Euro NZD, buying NZD carry. As you can see, GBP NZD rather. As you can see, we also got that extended stop hunt. This was the initial stop hunt intra week. The low price of this week was established on Monday. I think it was later during the year. I think it was just a few hours after the New York session, the New York Open. So even today, we might just expect the same thing. Price coming back to retest that multiple support areas, which is the diagonal and the horizontal. So there's also 1 hour moving average there, which is the 800 moving average on 1 hour, and then I'm guessing on 4 hours it's 50. Yeah, it's 50. So on that same area we also have an ADR loom. So it's a very good high probability. So I also hope you have your pointing orders around that area. NZD USD, this one I thought I should just leave it a little bit because of I have multiple orders around this NZD. So NZD USD, I'm not gonna take put too much energy into it. So but then it's also a potential setup. So it's also NZD JPY. NZD JPY, I'm feeling very confident about this one. Reason being, I'm expecting the NZD to be bearish. Looking at this index chart, the NZD index chart, I'm expecting the index to be bearish and I'm expecting the JPY to be bullish. So with NZD JPY, I'm feeling very confident rather with this one. So this one is actually a very good high probability setup. I also want you to take advantage of. So just make sure that you're there. I think it's gonna come back right about New York Open. So those are my 4 setups on the NZD. Please take note and then also make sure that whenever price comes to those high probability areas, you're there so that you can be able to maximize. So right now we're just gonna move to the JPY. Remember, let me just go back to the thingy, the NZD index. Remember, right now we're looking at the NZD index. So it's a very beautiful high probability setup. It's our signature setup. So please make sure that you're there when this when price finally comes to those areas, just make sure. I think in the next coming hour or two, this price is going to definitely come to that area, so that it can pick us in and then stop the people that had, you know, already sold. I don't know if ever there are people that are sold, but then there are actually. Like me, I have other, you know, sales on other accounts. So moving right along, we're gonna go to the JPY. The JPY, we're gonna be buying the JPY, meaning we're gonna be selling Euro JPY, GBP JPY, NZD JPY, Aussie JPY, so on and so forth. So as you can see, it's clearly visible. It's this more or less the same setup with with NZD. It's more or less the same setup. So as you can see there, hence I'm feeling very confident with NZD JPY. So but then otherwise, right now let's just jump right into the Japanese yen. So this is my Japanese yen profile. Let me just quickly go to my Japanese yens. My Japanese yen, I already have my analysis there. So that AJ, here it is. It looks very proper. It looks exactly like the Japanese yen index. We expect a stop onto the upside, and then we're gonna buy the JPY. So in actual fact, we'll be selling Australian dollar JPY, but then at the same time, you know, that it's more of, you know, buying the Japanese yen, as we're anticipating it to be strong. The same thing applies with GBP JPY. There's also the same setup there. So I'm not sure whether it's gonna come today or tomorrow, but then it's also a very high probability area. As you can see, this is 15 minutes time frame. We have 800 moving average there. 1 hour we have 200, and then definitely 4 hours it's 50. So there's also major support. The previous support area there is also going to add value to our area on this resistance, turning to new support. They are supporting to new resistance. So I'm not sure whether it's going to come today or what, because as you can see, it's clearly going south right now. But then no worries, if ever we're not in, you can definitely wait for the next one. So coming next, it's first we have the NZD AJ, Australian dollar JPY, and then it's the GBP JPY, NZD JPY. If you look closely, I have pending orders on AJ and NZD JPY. Why? Because I feel confident with the setups. It's the setups that I'm very confident, and then there are multiple convergences. As you can see, the same thing applies: 800, 200, and then also 50 there. So it's more or less the same setup. So GBP JPY, I don't think I'm going to take any positions, but then if ever maybe I see a very good one, and then it comes to those highs there, I'll surely for cash take it. So the third is NZD JPY. It's also looking very good. As you can see, there's also 15,800 moving average on that upper side there as well. So it's more or less the same setup. So you can just make your pick and then choose whatever that you feel comfortable with, and then just go on with it. So out of this all four, I think there are 7, because NZD JPY it's also on that side as well. So I'm gonna say 7 setups. So it's CHF JPY, GBP JPY, Australian dollar JPY, Euro NZD, GBP NZD, NZD USD, and then it's I think the 7 altogether. So there's 7 setups. Out of all the setups, you'll just make your choose, make your pick, whichever that you're gonna be taking or going with. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget, thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to our channel by hitting the subscribe button below, and also follow us on social media: Instagram, Facebook, and Telegram, for more exclusive market makers training content every day. The links are in the description below. And always remember, trade smart, trade with an edge.